So one of the most common questions I keep getting asked is there a way to get rid of spike protein from inside of your body? And I've never seen an answer to this, obviously, until now. Somebody gave me a paper that seems to suggest a possibility. That's what we're going to be talking about this in this video. My name is Dr. Mikhail Rashik of Marriage Genomics, and let's get started. First of all, look how smoky it is behind me. Don't know if this is from natural fire or controlled fire, but you can barely see anything, and I'm standing right on top of a cliff, so I'm a little nervous, but check out that beautiful valley behind me. So this came from one of the participants of the COVID Q&A sessions. So thank you for bringing that information. And this is so interesting. The paper talked about this Japanese food that I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna call it natto. It's spelled N-A-T-T-O. And basically it's a fermented soybean that is fermented by a bacteria that has the word natto in its name. And this bacteria is known to produce high amount of this enzyme called nattokinase. So, and this is where the magic begins. So what's so special about nattokinase? Nattokinase can inhibit a protein called plasminogen activator inhibitor 1, or PA1. Don't worry about the name. That's not really important. But basically, what that does by inhibiting it, it actually leads to fibrinolysis. So what does that mean? Fibrinolysis basically is a breakdown of fibrin. And what is fibrin? Fibrin is a insoluble protein that is formed during clotting. So basically it creates like a mesh in your blood and basically stops the blood flow. In essence, basically this nattokinase can prevent clotting formation, and it is the best known compound, natural compound, to prevent clotting and allow the blood flow. So that in itself is amazing, and an increase of this PAI protein in the blood basically increases the likelihood of thrombosis and cardiovascular problems. Okay, so that in itself is amazing. However, there was a recent paper that showed that food extract of this natto was able to inhibit cell infection by various viruses, and that included also SARS-CoV-2. So the authors of this paper wanted to find out, hey, can we see if this nattokinase can do anything to spike protein? And they were able to show that indeed, and look how steep this is here, that indeed this nattokinase was able to degrade spike protein. Now they obviously showed this in the lab, and what they wanted to see whether it can destroy spike protein on the surface of the cells. So they used cells that were expressing or showing spike on its surface, and when they exposed it to nattokinase, they were able to show that there was reduction of spike protein on the cell surface. And they were able to show it by using antibodies that can attach to the spike protein, and the antibodies themselves were able to fluoresce. So they could show that by using nattokinase they could reduce the fluorescence. And the reason why is because there was less spike protein. So that's the way they were able to show that. So here we are, we have the first way of some way of being able to actually demonstrate that we could be degrading spike protein in our body. And indeed the authors suggest that, hey, this could be a new drug method to be able to deal with COVID-19. So here we are, the first known method that I came across, and I wanted to share that with you. All right, listen, we have I wanted to let you know we have those COVID Q&A events ongoing. So there's another one coming up. If you want free tickets to that, subscribe to our newsletter. The link to the subscription is in the description below, and we'll send you a free ticket. If you're already a subscriber and you never got a ticket, email us, we'll send you a ticket as well. We have another event coming up. This is for business owners that would be interested in providing for their employees a proactive well-being program, which basically is a program where me and two other experts teach about different types of well-being. So we talk about physical well-being. That's actually my role, but with a twist of how we can use genetics to protect your physical well-being. But we also have an expert about teaching about financial well-being, as well as another expert teaching about mental health well-being. So we bring this education from different arenas of life, and the goal is obviously to ensure that people can do as best as possible. And if you like this video, please give us a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share the video, that's a big one, that's how we grow, obviously. And leave a comment. And once again, thank you to anyone who has given us super thanks. And we look forward to seeing you at another installment. And hopefully, it will be at another mountain peak. Bye, everyone.